Wow. All right, we're back at the beginning. I think this is like the perfect way to close out this night too. This night's actually made me feel so much better. I have to be
지금
honest. It's just been
난
such a
어둠의
series of
뭐지?
great games, and like I didn't even think I would, because like sometimes I have played like Dead by Daylight for hours and gotten increasingly depressed as the night wore on. Not even because I was losing or anything, just because I was just like, what is the point of my life? But ever since I fused like you know like what the other stuff I do with this game, like it's what a miracle. I have to be honest. It just feels completely miraculous, because you would you would think that playing Dead by Daylight, or playing an apocalyptic video game, and like the large thrust of what you do, you would think those would be two divergent things. Uh, obviously not if you're claiming to be an apocalyptic figure. But so yeah, no, tonight's been great, and I really want to just like express gratitude and maybe reassure anyone who was worried that fine. It's very like humbling to be the object of anyone's concern. Um, when it's not obviously like every prisoner is the object of like the government's concern, right? Like, but not in that sense. Not when it's like condescending, when it's more just like humane. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. So anyway. And that gen also. Whoa! What do we? Okay. So that's the clown, and he definitely saw me. But he doesn't care, so that's good. Maybe he didn't see me. So I'm just gonna work on this gen. And I might go for the I might go for the save. I'll just go for the save. Yes. And I'll do the heal too. We can just we'll have the everyone back up and running. All right. So the killer is the clown. His main ability is he can throw bottles of potion at you, and that'll slow you down. So basically, he's like a range killer who his attack power doesn't hurt you, but it slows you down. I get the sense that people don't like playing against him. I also don't. I'm not even sure why. Like, he looks like some of his outfits are incredible. Definitely, I think the creation of like the haze that slows you down. It's a great feeling for the killer. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely annoying to encounter as a survivor. This one's almost done, right? It's not done yet, but it's almost done. That's great. We'll get that one done. Yeah. What else? I really like this map too. I think they made this map smaller than it used to be. I actually always thought it was so cool how big this map was, or it used to be. Now it's like the miniaturized version of it, really. Oh god, I'm trying to get too clever. Alright, you know what? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. See, it's always like by a millisecond. You know what I mean? Like, well. All right. So, I think that's Dustin from Stranger Things. I don't know. I think it's kind of weird to have kids in this game. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's the culture, I guess. You totally see like a version of Dead by Daylight's history where that decision was never made. But you know, now we have kids in the game. I know. When I was in middle school, would I enjoyed this game? Probably. I like. I'll put it this way: none of the internet content, like filtering whatever, felt real when I was a kid. Like it felt like a joke, and like everyone knows that. So I don't understand what happens when adults grow up, or when people grow up into adults, where like a lot of their sense of adulthood is maintaining fictions that they wouldn't have maintained to each other on a school bus. That part of adulthood, I have to be honest, I never really understood. But then I'm just like, maybe like the people who like, you know, like work in DC and New York, like maybe they're just like not very perceptive kids, you know, like that could also be like I had a very like specific experience in Houston. I went to T.H. Rogers, which was like Houston ISD's like nerdy middle school, but you know, I remember we were in middle school, we were kids, but I remember everyone was like very like to be honest, that's why adulthood felt so both confusing and disappointing. It's like I'm pretty sure my classmates in middle school were a lot savvier than, you know, people on CNN. Which, you know, I don't like. I just think it's sad. It's not a critique or anything. It's just like I literally think we had more interesting conversations. We were deeper thinkers. We were like when I grew up, I didn't realize how shallow the adult world was. In a lot of ways, T.H. Rogers was a bubble. You know. Like, I remember people were so funny, and they were so dramatic, and they were so like intense, and they were so vivid, and we were 12, and you know, you grow up, and it's just like, who are these? Like I get it, like, you know, like Congress did not go to T.H. Rogers Middle School, clearly. They're drawn from other areas of American life. I don't know what other middle schools thought of us, though. I'm sure like we have a reputation for being kind of in ourselves. I don't even know though, right? We were public middle school though. You know what I mean? Like, see, the moment I start talking about this stuff, it's like oh no. I don't really have any clear thoughts about it. I think I've written a little bit about it in my work, but I mean, it's actually pretty thematic to my work when you think about it. But none of that has to do with what's happening right now. Right now, like I'm on my last hook. There's one gen left. This game could really go either way. Like there's no guarantee of anything here. The killer or the survivor. I think the smartest thing I could do is focus on that gen instead of one of the bucket generators. Just do a regular one. You know what? I'm gonna plot twist. Yeah, I'm gonna. Leon's gonna go for the save, so I'm just gonna try and heal and then work on that gen and then try and eke out the completed gen. But that all depends on Leon not getting found by the clown, which. Or you know what? All right. You know, so much for wise decision making. You know, yeah. It's almost feels like pride or arrogance or something got the best of me. But I mean, those are thoughts I do have, obviously. So I'm gonna continue to explore them. But yeah, that one kind of just I plot twisted. I wouldn't say out in the open, but clearly relatively out in the open. And in the Killer family. Let's see how Leon and Dustin do. Let's take a look. Okay. I think they can do this. I think Leon is so committed. You can just tell he wants this. I think they can do it. Dustin's. Yep. Yep. And the Gens are, like, I think they're decently far enough away from each other where, when two people are left, you know, you kind of just take turns hiding, working on a gen, hiding, you know. It's kind of almost like a ballet. Yeah. Oh, that was a nice move, Leon. Well done. Well done. That's what you have to do when there are only 2 players left. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, he definitely sees it now. That's funny. That's funny. Nice use of live there. Good dodge. This is the most intense version of the game when there's only 2 people left. But what's great about this is both players are so committed. That's what's impressive here. You want to see that. Hey, I love that. You can probably tell I've just been disappointed a lot when you know, there's only 1 other player left, and oftentimes what they'll do is they'll just hide in the locker and wait for you to die so that they can get the hatch. So it really is great to have players who are really committed. I mean, just imagine if you're watching the NFL and the NBA, you know, and you know what I mean? And people are as committed as you know, how people treat the democracy. You know, you know, it's just really good to see. It's just really good to see passion, commitment, and I'm not even gonna say confidence. I'm not. Because already to me, if you have that drive and that verve, then you already have a big part of what confidence is after anyway, you know? I mean, so much of life is luck and out of our control. So, but it is passion out of our control? Possibly. I think the jury's out. My life could have gone a lot differently. So much I think was threatening to stamp the passion out of me that I don't even know how I'm here. I really don't. Well, that's too bad. Well, I'm just really glad that they got as far as they did, and it gives me hope. And again, to me, it's another spiritual victory. Just the fact that they even tried that hard. So that surprised me. So GG's. Good job, clown. See you in the next match.